What's going on, ladies and gents, and welcome to episode 6 of Crimson Championship Wrestling on TEW IX. I'm BT Savage, and of course, we got Max Hit Matt in the building. And in this episode, this is the fallout from Ashes to Ashes. Obviously, we got another episode of Ignition that you guys are going to see on this episode. A lot of surprises, a lot of big things happening on Ashes to Ashes. We will see the fallout from that here on this episode of Ignition, this episode of CCW. I'm fucking keen, man.
Yeah, man, it's just getting super exciting. We're gonna hear from Steen tonight. We're gonna get some main event action that is gonna be hopefully pretty good. We're gonna hear maybe who the Golden Lovers are gonna take on next, man. I'm super excited. This is just gonna be so much fun. I think we should get straight into it, man.
Let's go, man. And we are here with CCW Ignition episode 4 in the Tri-City Trade Center in Detroit, Michigan, in front of 259 people in attendance. As we kick off the show, Kevin Steen's music hits. He marches down the aisle in his black Wrestling Worst Nightmare shirt. Scowling, microphone already in the hand. He rolls into the ring, wipes his face. He paces around like a caged animal for barking into the mic. He says, "You people know exactly who I am. You don't need an introduction. You don't need me to play nice. I'm Kevin Steen. And I didn't come to CCW to shake hands, smile for the cameras, or kiss babies here in Detroit. I came here for one thing, the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. The crowd boos, and then we get some loud Daniels chants as Steen smirks. He says, "Oh yeah, chant his name all you want. Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel, your hero, your champion. Let me tell you something. Daniels is nothing more than a man holding onto a title that was meant for me. He's not the heart of this company. He's not the future of this company. He's just the poor bastard keeping the belt warm until Kevin Steen takes it. You think I'm scared of Daniels? Falls count anywhere? Hardcore? Street fights? You're looking at a man who lives in that world. And I'm telling you right now, if Daniels has the guts to step in the ring with me, I'll make sure he doesn't walk out. Plain and simple." Steen points to the camera, his voice sharp and dripping with venom. He says, "But I get it. I have to prove myself, right? I have to show Don Callis, I have to show all you Detroit lowlifes that I'm worth a damn. So I'll make this real easy. I don't care who it is, someone, anyone. Send them out here tonight and I'll beat the living hell out of them just to prove exactly how good I am." The crowd boos heavy as Don Callis' music hits. He steps out onto the ramp in his suit, smirking with the mic in hand, and Callis says, "Well, Kevin, I must say, I like your style. You walk into my company, you spit fire. You want to make demands? You've got my attention. And if you want to prove yourself, if you want to show the world you belong in the conversation for the CCW World title, then I've got just the man for you. Tonight, you're going to face a well-traveled veteran, a man who has wrestled in every corner of the globe, a man who's as unpredictable as he is dangerous. Kevin Steen, tonight you go one-on-one with Paul London." The crowd pops for the announcement, but Steen laughs to himself. He's shaking his head. Then he snarls into the camera. He says, "Paul London? That's cute, Don. Real cute. But let's make one thing perfectly clear. Whatever's left of Paul London after tonight, it's your fault. And Christopher Daniels, I hope you're watching real close, because this is just a preview of what I'm going to do to you." And then Steen, he tosses the mic down. He's pacing the ring as the commentators hype up tonight's main event with Kevin Owens and Kevin Steen and Paul London. I'm sorry, we're going to get sued. Whatever you guys.
For sure. But up next, man, is tournament action. Of course, that CCW No Limits Championship tournament. We got one-on-one. We got Adam Cole, baby, against ACH. 77 rated segment here, man. This is huge. Dershi. Everyone just doing well. Got the crowd off to a hot start, too. Let's see, man. Let's see if we can keep it up in this next action-packed match. In a 61 rated match, as Adam Cole defeats ACH and advances in the championship tournament with the last shot in 14 minutes. 60 for Adam Cole, 50 for ACH. This is a good match, man.
It's a great match. Good win for Adam Cole.
Yeah, man.
He advances through.
100%, and I think we see him, progress in the bracket. It would show. Yeah, dude, this is really good. At 61, we'll take it. As the screen, after the match, the screen sort of fades to black, BT.
They do. The black screen, we see the screen goes to black. The faint sound of a single acoustic guitar note echoes. The screen slowly fades into a dimly lit stage. CCW's empty arena after hours. Only the stage light flickers in a random burst, humming and static. And there's a narrator in a slow, haunting voice that says, "When the music fades, when the crowds go silent, there's always one man left strumming in the dark." A lone figure sits on a stool at the edge of the entrance ramp. The stage light flickers behind him in harsh red and white stripes, illuminating only fragments of his face. His long hair shadows his expression. The faint outline of a guitar rests across his lap. He begins to pick a slow, dissonant tune. As Elias Sampson says in a low, gravelly tone, speaking between guitar chords, "The people of CCW. Boom. They don't know me yet. Boom. They don't know the sound I bring. Boom. The silence I leave behind. Boom. But they will. Oh, they will." He strums a louder chord. The sound echoes unnaturally as if the arena itself is hollow. The lights suddenly blaze fully, white beams sweeping across the empty seats. For a moment, Elias is seen clearly, staring into the camera with a cold, vacant look, as he says, "These stage lights, they don't shine for anyone else. They shine for me. Because when I step through that curtain, CCW will hear my song, and it will be the last sound they ever forget." The camera pulls back. Elias keeps playing, his figure slowly fading into silhouette as the stage lights dim back into darkness. The last note echoes until it cuts to black. On-screen graphic says, "Elias Sampson, coming soon to CCW."
Not the greatest of promos as far as the TEW rating, but hey, we're building people, right? We're building people. That's what this is about.
Exactly, man.
Ignition. We then go to a backstage promo here from Sammy Callahan. So Callahan says, so he's sitting in a steel chair, like on a chair in a dimly lit hallway. He's still bandaged, I guess, from the war with Willie Mack. Of course, he leans into the camera. It's just sort of a little bit out of control, but maybe this is the most we've seen where Callahan's a little bit calmer. Still crazy, but a little bit calmer. You know what I mean? You all saw it. You all witnessed it. Ashes to ashes, I stepped into the kind of match that ends careers, and I walked out the one still breathing. Willie Mack, however, he's tough, he's strong, he's charismatic, but when you put him in a death match with me, he died and I lived. That's the difference. That's why I'm not like anyone else in this company. Willie Mack thought he was going to silence Sammy Callahan, thought he was going to shut down the chaos. Instead, I left him in a pile of his own blood, broken and gasping for air. And you know what that means? It means I'm exactly who I say I am, the worldwide desperado, the face of violence, and the man who doesn't just win matches, I end lives. I don't just pin shoulders, I break spirits. And if Willie Mack couldn't stop me, then nobody in CCW is safe. He starts to get a little bit angry and now throws the chair to the side and leans even closer. He says, "I proved at Ashes to Ashes. I proved that I'm not just a wrestler in CCW. I'm the sickness that spreads through it. Every single person in that locker room, you better start looking over your shoulder, because if you thought what I did to Willie Mack was bad, that was just a warning shot. I am Sammy Callahan, and this company doesn't move forward without going through me first." He sort of laughs and slaps the camera down and leaving the feed all distorted. as we then get ready for our next match. And I'm going to run through the next match. A 50 rated promo here isn't bad. It's not bad for Callahan. Doing a pretty good promo there, BT.
Yeah, very good promo for Callahan here. He's got a bright future ahead of him here in CCW. I'll tell you that
For
much.
sure, man. He's one of the spirits here. And but up next, we got the Samoan Spirit, the Samoan Hurricane of Pain. Some may say the Samoan Werewolf, Mr. Jacob Fatu taking on Tadarius Thomas. And in just under 10-minute match, 36 rated match at that, Jacob Fatu picks up a big victory against Tadarius Thomas. Of course, at ringside was Armando Estrada. He did some good work at ringside, but Fatu did not win with the Samoan drop. He won with the Umaga hip attack. So in that corner, sort of a bit of a tribute to him. But a 37 for Thomas, 23 for Fatu. Not the greatest match, but hey, we're building people, right?
Exactly. That's what we're doing.
For sure. As that match fades out, the one and only comes out, and I'll pass it over to BT.
You are correct here. We see Don Callis standing in the middle of the ring, looking as fly as usual here. And it seems he has a big announcement to make. The crowd's buzzing, seeing what's going to happen here. As Don Callis says, ladies and gentlemen, at Ashes to Ashes, history was made. The Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, cemented themselves as the very first CCW World Tag Team Champions after surviving 30 minutes of hell against the Young Bucks. And I'll give credit where it's due. They proved themselves worthy of carrying gold in CCW. But see, I'm not satisfied with just proving it here in Detroit, or just within CCW. Because I want this company to be the measuring stick for the entire wrestling world. Which is why, at our next pay-per-view, Cemetery Gates 2013, I'm giving the Golden Lovers an opportunity that most teams wouldn't even dream of accepting. He pauses, grinning at the crowd as the crowd begin to stir here. Because standing across the ring from the CCW World Tag Team Champions will be none other than the reigning defending PWG World Tag Team Champions, Super Dragon and Michael Elgin. The crowd erupts with shock cheers and boos as Don starts to chuckle and then says, "That's right, we're not just putting CCW on the map. We're putting CCW at war with the best of the best. The Golden Lovers may call themselves champions, but now they have to prove it against a monster in Elgin and a sadist in Super Dragon. So here's the deal. Cemetery Gates, CCW World Tag Team Champions versus PWG World Tag Team Champions. The stakes? Pride, legacy, and the chance to prove which team, which promotion is truly at the top of the food chain. And let me warn you, this won't be pretty. This won't be clean. This is going to be a violent. It's going to be bloody, and it's going to be exactly what CCW was built on. Because at Cemetery Gates, only one set of champions walk out standing tall, and rest assured, whoever survives, it'll be thanks to me, Don fucking Callis. Well, I don't know if he'd say that.
He took liberties on that one.
He did, bro. Hey, Donald's gone in there, bro.
Yeah, man, 48. I mean, that's huge, man. CCW versus PWG in that tag team contest. That's going to be cool. Obviously, non-title for both titles. But yeah, this is going to be cool, man, to see where the Golden Lovers are at compared to Elgin and Super Dragon. It is now time for another CCW No Limits tournament match as we have the Machine Gun take on Hangman himself. 48 here. Let's get into that one, BT. So in a 64 rated match, Carl Anderson defeats Adam Page while using the ropes for leverage. So he does it a bit cheeky. But a 57 for Carl Anderson and a 54 for Adam Page. This is a good match. This is like purely what the No Limits title is about, right? Just these guys that are good, but they're not quite in that main event, and that's exactly what this is. This is awesome to see, man. Obviously they advance. We'd see the graphic up on screen as well, and then screen cuts to black. BT, you're all over it, my brother.
And right, congrats to Carl Anderson yet again. As we see, the screen cuts to black. A faint sound of heavy breathing echoes, then the sound of chains dragging across concrete. The camera flickers to life in a dimly lit warehouse. Broken chairs, shattered mirrors, and ripped apart mannequins are scattered across the floor. The camera shakes slightly as if whoever's holding it is afraid. And we hear a narrator in a low, ominous voice. Crimson Championship Wrestling. Monsters aren't born, they're unleashed. The camera pans slowly over the wreckage, tables split in half, turnbuckles ripped from the ring posts, and a CCW Women's Championship mock up lying shattered in pieces. A shadow moves in the background, a low growl like sound is heard. Suddenly, a massive silhouette steps forward, broad, imposing. The faint light catches her face. Awesome Kong, eyes cold, breathing heavy, her presence alone terrifying. Then Awesome Kong says in a low, growling tone, "They talk about champions, they talk about warriors, but when I arrive, they won't be remembered. All that will remain is fear." Quick cuts of Kong delivering sickening shots from her pass, screaming as she powerbombs opponents, squashing them with splashes, tearing through double teams, each impact synced with a loud, distorted bass hit. As the narrator says, she isn't coming to compete. She isn't coming to entertain. She's coming to destroy. The screen cuts to black again, then Kong's face slams into frame, screaming into the camera as she says, "Crimson Championship Wrestling, prepare for pain." The screen shatters into static, then the words appear in blood red letters across the screen. Awesome Kong is coming. Boom.
Huge,
There it
absolutely
is.
huge. Once again, not the rating we're after, but a very good gimmick. This will help. This will help. Not gonna look. Okay, yeah. Honestly, this is fine. This is fine. Um, dude, I am so keen to see what Kong can do here, man.
Yeah, I feel like this promotion is suit for someone like Awesome Kong
For sure.
to thrive and dominate.
Yeah, man. Um, this is yeah. This works. This promo works. You know what I mean? But it is
Oh
now
yeah.
time for the main event. Main event action. We know it's Kevin Steen taking on Paul London. Let's get into it, man. In a 78 rated main event,
Oh
Kevin
my.
Steen defeats Paul London with an apron powerbomb. So I think he apron powerbombs him, then throws him into the ring and does a package power driver. He's making a point. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
These
exactly.
two delivering an absolute classic. This is amazing. 71 for Steen, 60 for Paul London. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Paul London pulling out a good match too.
Oh, exactly, exactly. Paul London put in his fair share of work in this match. But Kevin Steen, man.
Yeah,
Oh
what a
my.
guy. If anyone wants to look at the dirt sheet, this is where we're at, just in case anyone sort of wants to know. This is great. 78 rated. That's going to end up on a 67 rated show
Holy man.
and increasing our popularity in 43 regions, which is nice. 67 rated show. I got to think about this. I mean, obviously, Steen gets the praise.
Steen gets the
Obviously,
praise all
obviously,
day.
obviously. Do we maybe give it to either a Callahan or a Carl Anderson? Actually,
I was
yeah, Carl Anderson, maybe. I
yeah.
don't know. You go, you go.
Yeah, Carl Anderson did really well. He did pretty well.
Yeah,
64 rated match, so that was pretty good.
yeah.
Like, I think it might have to be Carl
It might
Anderson.
have to be. Yeah. So obviously, Kevin Steen and Carl Anderson, and we're going to praise. We'll point out as a good example. Actually, you know what? Let's just give him a hug. Let's give him a big Tony
Yeah,
Khan
no.
cuddle.
Yeah, we
Seem
have to, man.
pleased. Seem pleased. Financially, this is going to destroy us. But remember what I said last episode? I think it was last episode, or maybe the one before. We have 3 years to make money, and I can guarantee you in 3 years' time, we will be making money.
Oh yeah.
7, 8. Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's not great.
Popularity. We go up to. We jumped two. We
We
jumped
jumped
to
two in the Great Lakes, and then Puerto Rico, Hawaii,
Quebec.
Manitoba, Quebec.
Yeah, man. It's huge.
We love to see it.
It's going to be cool when Great Lakes is more popular than Occidente. Obviously, Occidente is really cool that it's popular, but Great Lakes is our home.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
it is. No, it is. 100.
Guys, that is going to do us for this episode of CCW Crimson Championship Wrestling. Thank you so much for the recent support. Of course, also look in the description. There's a few little cool things there. Of course, W Energy with my code. And of course, the Max Hit Hub where you can find everything else. Max Hit Matt. Other than wrestling, Max Hit Matt is now the wrestling channel. So make sure to check out that other channel. I'm going to kick it over to BT for the final goodbye, but thank you so much.
Yeah, look, thanks guys for sticking around watching. Like the video if you liked it, of course. Comment down below your thoughts on the series, your thoughts on the episode, and just everything in between. Honestly, we'd love to hear your thoughts. And share it around, man. Share it around. Give the series some love amongst the TW community. But until next time, I'm BT Savage. This is Max and Matt, and we'll see you in the next episode of Crimson Championship Wrestling.